Everybody, meet my guest, Andrew Maffetoni. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Hey, Nick. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
Oh, same here. So, drummer, this is quite a change because usually drummers are artists, right? Creative
Hmm.
people and touchy-feely kind of situation. And it couldn't get any more dry than Amazon work, which is all about numbers and process. And so, how do they connect?
So I got into e-commerce marketing a little over 15 years ago. Uh, Started real small, mostly on like an email marketing side. And my father had acquired a company that he wanted to put online. And so he started doing that. He was actually offered to be one of the first non-book sellers on Amazon. One of my favorite things to make fun of him for is that he turned it down. So it's like hilarious. But so he had that company, they exited it, and I was still in college at the time, and so I was still doing typical stuff, and I'd played the drums for years. And so I joined this band after I'd moved to, I was originally from South Florida. I moved to Central Florida. I joined this band and we actually started doing pretty well. We were getting a lot of traction. We started touring most of the country and stuff, and we played in that area a lot. And each of us had a role outside of our own instrument. And I was the only one with a little bit of experience in internet marketing at the time. And so I took that over. And so I was always helping us with like concert promotions, and then venues would hire me every now and then to help with other promotions. So I did a lot from social media and email marketing, a little bit of paid advertising at the time. And so as I started to do that more and more, the venues started asking me to help with stuff, even when our band wasn't involved. That got annoying after a while because the music industry was horrible. And so I kind of got into more on the hospitality side with them, where I would help more with like the venues of just the promotion and not dealing with the concert promotion at all. And then naturally that slowly kind of progressed into retail, which at that time we're still now in like we're like the late 2010, or I'm sorry, early 2010s, right? Like, so like 2010, 2011. That's when e-commerce started to really do its thing. And so all the retailers I worked with wanted to get into e-commerce, and I already had a little bit of experience with that. So it kind of just got back into that. And then as time went on, I had started an agency, ended up exiting that. Then I joined an agency where I was a partner. We exited that in late 2019, and now I've started Blue Tusker in early 2020.
Yeah. So you had a show and you had this internet thing as a sideshow while you had a show, right? Usually people, I mean, literally you had a show because you were in a band and you had your gigs, and then you had this sideshow on the side to help
Yeah,
people with, which now
exactly.
became your main career.
Yeah, I had always wanted to get into marketing and advertising ever since I was a kid. And then once the band needed everyone needed to have like their own role, I was like, "Oh, I can do this because I've already done it enough. I can figure it out." And so I took it over, and I got so good at it that people started hiring me to help them with their other bands would hire me to help them promote, venues would hire me to help them with shows coming in town and stuff. And so it just kind of grew from that. And then as time went on, the music industry is a nightmare. So I would separate myself from the music side and just help with the venue side, that then kind of pivoted into retail, which naturally progressed back into e-commerce. So
Yeah.
I would say I was really, out of the past 15 plus years I've been in e-commerce, I was out of it for like 2 or 3, but I was still focused on the retail side. So it really, at that time, e-commerce wasn't as big.
Yeah. Well, so for those who are listening who are in a band, there is hope for you still to
Yeah.
be